Guys, time is the only resource that we can't get more of. And I want to commit as much time as possible to putting out content that helps more people just like you. The only way that I can do that is if you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Please give me feedback and help me help you. Rob is going to be the client. Okay? Rob's name is Betty Moore.
Betty Moore.
Because that's what all of our clients are named.
Yes.
So sweet.
Very
And
common.
Rob is on a Plan F,
Plan F.
but she's been looking at Medicare Advantage plans as well as Plan Gs and Plan Ns, and she's very confused.
I identify as a he, by the way.
She identifies, her pronouns are he, she, it, and
I'm
if.
teasing. Should be politically correct.
Johnny is going to talk to Rob. Let's see, Rob has been researching all that, and he filled out something on the internet, so Johnny's following up. Zach, shut up. All right, ring, ring, ring. You're answering, Betty.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Betty. How are you? It's Johnny Brock with the Medicare Gurus.
Well, I'm doing pretty good. This old arthritis on this Monday morning's got me, and I'm confused this morning, but overall I'm doing good.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. So I saw where you had requested a little bit of information regarding maybe switching some plans on your Medicare coverage. Is that right?
I don't remember requesting anything. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So it looks like you currently have a Plan F on your Medicare supplement where you don't pay any out-of-pocket expenses, but your premiums and rate increases are significantly higher.
Yeah, I got that Toyota Plan F. I think that's what I got.
Okay, so whichever company it is, it'll be the same. Plan F is Plan F. So basically what I wanted to do was go over other options for you. So have you ever heard of the Plan G or Plan N?
Well, I've heard a little bit of those plans, but did you say you were with which company again?
I'm with Medicare Gurus and Bobby Brock Insurance in Tupelo.
Oh, I think I've seen those commercials on TV.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So have you so you haven't done much research about the Plan G and Plan N, or what's your take
Well,
on it?
all I know is I've never had to pay anything because I got a little touch of diabetes and COPD, and I've never had to pay anything at all. And I've heard that if I switch anything, that it's not the same coverage at all.
Well, it isn't the same coverage, but those are just factors that you have to take into consideration when making that decision. So when you look at Plan G, you go from no out-of-pocket.
Okay, all right, let's stop. So if Miss Betty has a Plan F, what's one of her options?
F to G.
What else can she do?
F to N,
What else can she do?
F to MAPD,
F to F.
F to F.
Somebody says that to me right away. Principle number one for the day. Sell them what they want, then sell them what they need. Miss Betty's already worried about having to pay anything. If she's had a Plan F from Toyota, Rob, for any significant amount of time, she's probably paying too much for that Toyota Plan F. So
Yes.
maybe you could just switch her to Plan F. So you don't have to get into trying to convince her to do something she's uncomfortable with. I would have defaulted right there to be like, well, we could probably keep that same exact plan that you have, not change anything about it. And the great thing about Medicare supplement plans is they're standardized. Back in 2010, there was an act passed by Congress called the Medicare Standardization Act. And in that act, they made it where plans had letters to identify them in 47 states. 47 states adopted this. So when you say stuff like that, you sound educated on the topic. So say 47 states adopted this Standardization Act. So when you have a Plan F now, every other company that offers that Plan F is offering the exact same thing. The only difference is how much you pay for it. And a lot of times people keep one for a while, their rates go up and they're paying too much for it. You can get that same exact Plan F for less money. You just have to answer a couple of health questions. So how, as you said, you had a little touch of diabetes, do you use any insulin? You see, she's already given you some information to digest.
Yeah.
So let's go back to that. So you try to do that Plan F concept.
Okay. Well, I got a little touch of diabetes and a little touch of COPD. I just got a lot of little touches, I think. Jackson.
How about this? just for the sake of not confusing anybody on underwriting.
All right.
You don't have a little touch of COPD
Okay.
anymore. Heal.
Yeah.
Okay. A little touch of diabetes, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a little touch of diabetes, Jackson. That's what I got.
Okay, so Miss Betty, it looks like, sometimes you can go from Plan F to Plan F, get your rate lowered. In that certain situation, you would have to pass underwriting, and
Okay.
different companies would, have different
Okay.
underwriting terms. So, you said you have diabetes. Do you take over 50 units of insulin or insulin at all?
No, Jerome, I just take a sugar pill.
Okay, great. So,
They do that.
So good.
I've been called Rob, Ricky.
Okay.
They even think I'm Mr. Bobby sometimes.
So what you do is
I just let her take it.
you let her take.
Don't correct her. Who
Principle
cares?
number 2. Miss Betty can call me whatever she wants, as long as she pays
As
on
long as she gets the
background.
Plan A. All
Or
right.
she would set
No,
check
no,
with that.
Jerome, I just take, I call it the sugar pill.
Okay, so it's probably a little metformin or something.
Yeah,
like that.
metformin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, based off what I'm hearing, you could probably switch from Plan F to Plan F and get your rate lowered significantly. Do you know off the top of your head what you're paying right now monthly?
Jackson, I think I'm paying about $252 a month with that Toyota F plan that I got.
Okay, so we could work up a little quote here, and while I've been
Okay.
talking to you, I've gathered enough information to get that quote together. So it
Okay.
looks like we could go from that 252 to about 165 a month.
Okay.
And that would be the same exact coverage, nothing would change for you. And then, that would be, if you wanted, because I know you had mentioned Medicare Advantage, but if you wanted to capture your savings and add those benefits in there with it, we could do that
Okay.
and just kind of attach it to your policy.
Well, James, I talked to somebody, I think they called me about a week ago, and they said something about my cholesterol and high blood pressure. I don't know if that means anything or not, James.
It may very well have an effect on the outcome of this decision, but the best thing we can do is just go through the questions and
Okay.
figure out whether you're a good fit for it or not.
Okay. Well, that
So I'm
sounds
gonna-
good, Jerome.
So Miss Betty, I'm gonna dive right into these questions here.
Okay.
Okay, and then I dive into the question.
And then you dive into them. Okay, so so we learned a couple of things there. Now let's say